Hey, good morning. Happy Mindset Monday. Happy Martin Luther King Day. All you guys grinding at work, or maybe you guys already have the day off, so I just wanted to welcome to a Monday. All right, so Mindset Monday. What is Mindset Monday? Mindset Monday is a time that we just take time, maybe spend maybe a couple minutes, and we just start to kind of get our minds right for the week, get our mindset right for your morning. It really is it's the capacity of just sitting down, or it's the ability to sit down and just focus on what we need to focus on. And the first thing that we need to focus on is we need to focus on us and how we're going to approach the day. Majority of the time, let's say that we wake up really early, or whenever we wake up, our first thing to do is get up. Once our feet hit the floor, we just start running. And a lot of us, me totally included, hence why I've developed this, is we're just scattered throughout the entire day. Like, we're scattered from when we get up, we're scattered till we get home, we're scattered maybe to the point where we put our head on the pillow, and then our mind still starts to run, continuing to run, right? So today, we want to talk about this. We're going to talk about patience and hard work. And simply this, you guys, I kind of looked up the definition of patience, and you guys, I posted on this, it's the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, suffering, without getting angry or upset. Patience. So I'll tell you a little story about myself and the wisdom that I was received just right off the get-go when I started with my business. I reached out to a couple gym owners, and I just asked if I can just pick their brains, and they're like, yeah, sure. So I came over, and this was Dave and Nancy Werner, and they're the first people to open up an affiliate, the CrossFit affiliate. So Greg Glassman started with CrossFit, and then Dave and Nancy were working with Greg, and then they opened up the first CrossFit gym aside from the original CrossFit gym, if that makes sense. And so as we work as affiliates, there's about 10,000 now, just to be kind of like open about that part, right? Just to create an understanding. So they were the first people to do this. So mind you, so I'm in Seattle, and I'm sitting down with them, and the thing that they said is Davis says, you know, be in it for the long run. Don't expect your gym to grow really quick, because a lot of people kind of want to jump ahead really quick, and they want to have themselves established right away when it's a slow grow. And so at the moment of the time, I mean, I remember writing it down and taking that mental note and saying, okay, I'm going to take it for the long run. I didn't know what that meant, to be honest with you. I didn't know what be patient with. I didn't know, or be in it for the long run. I didn't really know. Like, they'd been open since like 2003 at the time, and I was talking to them in 2009. So, you know, that's like 6 years of them being open, and I'm now 8 years into it, and I totally get it. And here's the thing. As you work hard, as you cultivate, let's call ourselves farmers, no matter what you do, you're cultivating your crop. And just like anything, you got to plant your seeds, you know, every season. And as you cultivate that, as you nurture it, as you take care of it, it starts to blossom. And so here's the thing, is that when you nurture what you're doing, you're staying in it for the long run, right? You're doing the work maybe at school. You're doing the work by maybe you're studying a certification, or maybe you're just learning on-the-job training, or, you know, kind of fill in the blank of what it is that the day that you get a job, or the day that you start to pursue something, you're never going to like have success overnight. You know how some people say like they were an overnight success? I don't think that's true unless somebody's out there and they've totally seen something that's overnight success. But one of the guys that I look into, his name is Eric Thomas, and he's like the guy, my go-to motivational guy. So if you ever haven't heard of him, just YouTube Eric Thomas, total stud. But his story is so incredible. He started, you know, like pretty much a rebellious teenager, broke off, ran away from home, was homeless, lived in a warehouse, and now fast forward, you know, now he's a successful motivational speaker. But he'd got his act together, had a real strong mentor in his life, started going to school, really started pursuing school, and then he started speaking. So as time started to go on with this, and this is over like years, he did this one speech, right? And it's called like, you know, you want to succeed as hard as you want to breathe. And that video went viral, and that is how he got on the map of a lot of people. You know, maybe if you haven't heard of him, then, you know, he hasn't gone that viral, right? But I would check him out, because there's a lot of really good stuff that he's putting out. My whole point is that he was not an overnight success. He'd been like doing his motivational speaking. He'd been pursuing, you know, his success just in general of his life with his wife and his family and whatnot. But it's just the patience, you know, it's the patience that not everything is going to be 100% up the whole time, right? There's going to be ups and there's going to be downs, you know. There's people in our community. I see like Randy Zandona is watching this. I think Randy, you're still on. He's got great stories, right? He's a guy that I grew up as one of my friends' dads, and then one of my friends, and just seeing him have like knee issues and then come back from knee issues, and then yesterday I still see him like, you know, walking up Everett Memorial Highway and doing on his big hikes. And so, you know, it's like being in everything for the long run, you know, when it comes to a friendship, when it comes to anything, being in it for the long run. And so as we just kind of start our day, just remember, like, we're in it for the long run. Whatever we're pursuing, whatever we're striving for, it's not going to happen all today, right? But here's the thing also, is that when we are being patient, when we are on mission, you know, this is assuming that we're on mission and we're moving the direction that we are desiring to pursue, is when we're side by side somebody, and not saying that we're competing against people, but if we are side by side with someone, is that we will always win. Like, it's inevitable. We will always win as long as we stay on that path, because not everybody else has that mindset to stay in it in the long run. Right? So, if you don't, you know, get your business off and running successfully right away, you just have to remember, it will happen, right? If it's not happening today, or we're not getting there today, it's just because it hasn't happened yet. You know, I said this earlier in my 6 a.m. class, is remembering that whatever you have on your heart, any desire that you have, it didn't just happen. You didn't just make it up. When we have a desire that's put on our heart, and depending on kind of where you're at, you know, so it's a desire that God has put on your heart. It's a passion. It's a focus that God has put on your heart to get there, you know. So if for me, you know, I want to be a very helpful person. You know, I want to help people through their life. I want to help people through fitness. I want to help people just through overall life stuff. And that I didn't just make it up. Like, it wasn't like something I was like, hey, that sounds cool. It was something that I have deeply had a passion for. And I want to share experiences that I've had, and I want to get experience, right? I want to seek wisdom from people that have gone before me, and as seek wisdom from these people that have gone before me, I then get to share their wisdom with people that haven't had that opportunity to get that type of wisdom, right? So one of the times, and I'm saying this because Randy's on, is, you know, we went and hiked Black Butte, and our neighbor in the neighborhood, Mike Silva, we all went and hiked up Black Butte. Now, mind you, it's about I think it's like a 3-hour hike up, and then you walk back down. But the entire time, and these guys are like 20, 25 years older than me, is I'm just picking their brains on just regular stuff. You know, like just life stuff, like dad stuff, husband stuff, you know, dad stuff, husband stuff, you know, like, and then just life stuff. You know, I just want to know. I just want to know stuff. You know, like, you know, what do you do now? Like, what's your mindset like? You know, like, how did you prepare this? And so, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And so, as you guys pursue your thing, remember, it's there for a reason. There's a desire, a want to do that for a reason. And don't believe it's a fluke that's why it's on your heart. It didn't just pop up. And so just remember that once you start to pursue, again, it's just taking that decision to say, I'm going to do this. Once you start to pursue it, don't stop it. Right? Don't stop it. Don't get frustrated when things don't go 100% your way, and don't stop it when it looks like the world is saying it's not a good thing for you to do. Like, for example, you know, let's say like you're going to oh man, I'm trying to think of a really quick example. You open up a shop. You've had this deep desire to open up your shop, whatever it is. If it's soap, if it's a smoothie shop, if it's whatever shop, let's just say, right? You're just this awesome baker, and you open up your bakery, and a car comes through the front window. Like, immediately, some people would look at it like this: oh, I guess that's the world saying, or yeah, that's the world saying I shouldn't be doing this. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You are supposed to be doing what you're doing. Just because something bad happens doesn't mean you're not supposed to do it, right? So my stance, you know, is I have a deep belief in God, and that God puts stuff on my heart, and God provides, and some people use it as, you know, think of it as the universe. You know, so like in the big picture of it, you know what I mean? The big thing is just remembering that there is something bigger than us. And if we're not there, we don't believe that, like, that's okay. But just remember, like, something was here before us. And if we can kind of just think about there's something bigger than us, then I think we're okay, because there's so much details of everything around us. There's probably something bigger than us. But my whole point of it is, it's just remembering that there's a desire that was put in you, and don't ignore it. All right? And then as you pursue it, once you decide to pursue it, stay the course the entire time and do not give up. Okay? I hope this was helpful today, you guys. I enjoy you guys tuning in, checking out. Have a great Monday. You know, some of you guys have the day off. Enjoy your day off. Some of you guys are at work. Enjoy your day at work. And as I close, be that person. Be that person that people love to be around. Be that person that just get encouraged just because you are around. And don't get down, you guys. I mean, if something's not going your way, I get it. I totally get it. Like, I totally get that, right? Acknowledge it, right? But let's not hang out in that, right? Get that chin up. Have a great day. And I'll talk to you guys later.